Sanjay, your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the upcoming transit of planet Mercury, which on July 25th will transit the sign of Leo, and from July 25th till September 30th, for a long span of time, it is going to be transiting in the Leo sign. So guys, during this time, Mercury will turn retrograde as well. Like on August 24th, it will turn retrograde in the Leo sign, and from August 24th till September 15th, it's going to be in a retrograde motion as well. So guys, as you know this thing, this is going to be very important transit of Mercury, because briefly, initially it is going to be getting conjunct with Mars in the Leo, and afterwards the Lord of the Leo, it is going to be staying conjunct with the Sun over there as well. Now guys, the role of Mercury, it is the most important planet for all of us. Mercury acts like a multitasker. Mercury acts like a manager. How you manage your things, your travels, your friends, your management skills, all of these are connected with Mercury. Like in a way, if we have to see that how you break down information and extract the logic out of it, your understanding, your commercial prowess or your business acumen is something which we connect with Mercury. And in today's day and age guys, where majority of the communication takes place through emails, through Zoom call and social media going viral, so Mercury plays a very pivotal role. Now guys, when we talk about the role which Mercury plays when it is transiting in the Leo sign, so definitely if Mercury represents your intelligence, if Mercury represents your communication, so the minute it will enter the sign of Leo, there is a lot of regality over there. There is a lot of creative potential over there. And actually when you are speaking, when you are communicating, so that degree of self-importance, trying to do something in a very creative way, adding a flair, and because the thing is, whatsoever you are operating or doing with the domain of Mercury, when Mercury is transiting in other signs, you might not be very much inclined towards praise, you might not be very much inclined towards accolades and appreciation. But when Mercury is transiting in the Leo, whether in your natal chart or whether in the transit, so receiving that compliments and praise for your work will become very important. And also guys, many times it has also been seen that because with the Leo, there is a kind of potential of little bit of the egoism as well. So if Mercury represents your intellect, Mercury represents your logic, so many times ego also come in the way. But in majority of the cases, Mercury's placement, whether in your natal chart or whether the transiting Mercury in the Leo, is considered as a very good energy. It is actually considered as a blessing in disguise for people who are in art, creativity, marketing, your brand image. If all of that matters a lot for you, like you are a realtor or in any of the profession where encashing business on your public image is very important for you, then I would say that this is going to be a very promising transit for you. So okay guys, now we will briefly look at that how this transit is going to be influencing all the lagnas. So starting first with the Aries lagna natives. So guys, beyond doubt, in your case, Mercury is not a very auspicious planet for you, but the kind of role which it is going to be playing in the transit, it will benefit a lot many people. So definitely guys, for the students, you guys are actually going through some very auspicious time, because first of all, your ascendant lord is going to be transiting in the 5th house. Sun will soon transit the sign of Leo during this stay of Mercury in your 5th house. So overall, for the students or for I would say that people who are connected with art, entertainment, or you are in that stage where you are trying some transformation or experiments in your line of work, like planning to shift to a new role or from job to business or starting some new venture. So in all these areas, this transit of Mercury in your 5th house will definitely benefit you. At the end of the day guys, if Mercury represents intelligence, 5th house also tells about your mind, the functioning of your mind. And with too much of the concentration of the planets over here, it looks like that planets and planetary vibrations, omens, nature, universe will instill right set of thoughts in you, and you will be driven or you will be guided in the right direction only. Also guys, for people in whose lifestyle too much of the adventure activities or travels, love, romance, socializing, meeting people, so if all that is an integral part of your lifestyle, so then also Mercury's transit in the 5th house will definitely benefit you. Now guys, for all the Taurus Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that Mercury becomes a very important planet for you. Mercury has got the rulership over your 5th house of your intellect, and it has got the rulership over your 2nd house of finances, and it is going to be transiting in your 4th house. So guys, although definitely for all those people in whose line of work, any of your business aspiration, if it is connected with the 4th house related matters, like working as a realtor, or any of the involvement in luxury, buying and selling of luxury goods, or you are an architect, or in whichever capacity, if you are operating in the 4th house related domain, then this could be a beneficial time for you, because the whole concentration of the planets over here will actually give you an edge over the matters of the 4th house. The only thing is that guys, I do not know what is the kind of planetary alignment you have in your natal chart, and what kind of dashas are currently operational for you, because as you can see that Rahu in any case is right now transiting in your 12th house, and Mercury, which represents our intelligence. So Mercury is transit in the original house of Moon, where there's a lot of emotions attached over there. So when it comes down to the commercial or material benefits, this could be a beneficial transit for you. But when it comes down to the peace of mind, and specifically in the domestic matters, because as you know that you might take things very personally, that suddenly someone has hit hard on your ego, or just trying to feel secure and protect your niche or protect your shell, you might hit back, or so this is how this kind of emotional mental turmoil could bother little bit to the Taurus Lagna, if in their natal chart as well their ongoing dashas are not very favorable. If your ongoing dashas are making you very prone towards wrong decision, wrong choices, which generally happens when you are in the Moon Saturn, or Moon Rahu, Moon Ketu, then you have to be careful. But in other ways, in other domains, like I would say, it's a beneficial time. Specifically, if you are already operating in the domain of the 4th house, and during this time, if you have to launch any advertising campaign of your brand or promote yourself, put your leaflets or your hoarding of your brand of yourself, so it's a very good time for promote yourself or advertising or marketing yourself. But when it comes down to the inner emotional mental state, and also your terms within the domestic life, over there, do not act out of strong egoism, easily getting hurt. Over there you have to be careful. Now guys, for all the Gemini Lagna natives, definitely guys, it is one of the best transit for you, because it's your ascendant lord which is going to be first briefly getting conjunct in the 3rd house, your favorite house, the favorite house of your ascendant lord. Briefly it is going to be getting conjunct with Mars first, and later on with Sun over there. So beyond doubt guys, if you are in that stage right now where you are thinking about starting some new venture, or if you're already operating in sales, media, marketing, being a content creator, travel and tour business and all, so this is going to be very fortunate time for you. The good part over here is that guys, whatsoever you will speak, the way you will exert yourself, people will feel that regality, that confidence, that magnetism in your speech, in your communication, in your self-expression. And definitely guys, for all the performing artists, this could be a very good time. Like I will not be surprised if your ongoing dashas are running very favorable. Some very important opportunity, some big platform, big opportunity can also fall during this time, so that can also come. So yes guys, in any case, it's your ascendant lord which always has good things in store, and for long span of time it is transiting in its favorite house. So overall, I'm not seeing you vulnerable in any regard. Definitely lot of short trips, making some new connections, coming in contact with new people, able to exert time in your hobbies, in the recreational activities. So overall, a very good transit for the Gemini Lagna natives. Now guys, for all the Cancer Lagna natives, so guys, as you can see that in your case, Mercury is not a very favorable planet for you, but the kind of role which Mercury plays in your case, I would say that it has the capacity to actually give you that sort of thrust, drive, motivation. Now this could be what you can see with your eyes, or what is hidden from the universe. So to conjure all of that for you. So that is the kind of role which Mercury plays in your case. So I would say, guys, that Mercury's transit in the second house is generally considered as good, whether we talk about the original Kalpurush Kundli or whether we talk about the role of the sign which falls in your second house. So for any of the matters of your business or your income, Mercury will prove to be very favorable for you. Also, guys, because it's the second house which tells about our speech. So definitely, if in your line of work, like communicating, giving presentation, public speaking is an integral part of your line of work, this is going to be a very favorable time for you. So whether we talk about the commercial value or whether we talk about your interpersonal relationship management and all, regarding all front, this is going to be a very favorable transit for you. The only thing is that, guys, because your second house is getting very accentuated, first Mercury being conjunct with Mars, later on with Sun, so when you speak, people should not feel that, you know, someone who has got strong sense of I know everything, know it all, or it's like too much of the self-importance or ego. So regarding that front, you have to be very cautious and careful. You might not be someone like that, but your words might give some different message to your audience, to the listeners. So just be very careful about that. And yes, guys, I would say that your Karaka planet, Mars, is going to be a part of it briefly, and afterwards, like Sun is going to be there in your second house. So there's a lot of energy, lot of force going there in the matters of your second house, and nothing could be better than that if your line of work is connected with Mercury only. Because, guys, when it comes down to a profession, so somehow it's the 6th house, it's the 10th house, 11th house, second house, all these houses plays an important role, because obviously you want to be in a profession where you are getting paid as well, right? So because of which, if your business is strongly connected with Mercury, like commissioning business, you work as a broker, travel and tour business, you are a linguistic or performing artist, so good opportunities can be foreseen for lot many people. Now, guys, for all the Leo Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that Mercury becomes a very important planet for you. Like Mercury is kind of your PR person, or Mercury is like your treasurer, your finance person, and it is going to be transiting in your first house. So guys, first of all, because briefly it is going to be getting conjunct with your Yokarka planet, Mars, over there in your first house, and afterwards your ascendant lord, Sun, is going to be transiting in your first house. So definitely, guys, the way planets are influencing you right now, like it's not only that Mercury is coming over here, but the way other planets are also behaving around it, like Saturn being strengthened in its favorite house, in your 7th house, and the way other planets are operating. So I would say that if your ongoing dashas are running favorable, this entry of Mercury will be a harbinger of good news, like so many new opportunities, coming in contact with new people, where there is a lot of strong finance or commercial gains are connected, or new people come with new opportunities enter your life. So regarding all that front, guys, and just because Mercury represents our communication skills, if in your line of work, like you are in that important top coveted position where you have to address big gathering, public speaking, performances, giving presentation, if all of that is an integral part of your line of work, so Mercury's transit in your first house will definitely support you, help you. So guys, it's not only that Mercury is helping you in the public speaking domain, but also new ideas, new opportunities, new connections, travels. So overall, guys, the way all the planets are behaving around you, I would say that if your ongoing dashas are running favorable, this is a golden time. Try to make the best out of it. Now, guys, for all the Virgo Lagna natives, so definitely, guys, in your case, it's the transit of your ascendant lord, which is going to be transiting in your 12th house. So definitely, guys, this is not a very positive energy only if you are not operating in the domain of 12th house. Let's say, for example, during this time only, your company is sending you abroad for any of the office or work project related task, or you are in that import export nature of work, or anything to do with the foreign travels. If all of that is getting applicable in your case, like I would say rather that even during this time only, you have to enroll in a foreign university, start your new session, or you have to join the university. So in any of the capacity, if 12th house is getting applicable in your case, then I would say that this is going to be a favorable transit for you. But if you are not operating, you are not utilizing the 12th house energy, so my earnest recommendation, doing charities, doing donation during this time will become very, very important. Because if planets are creating a energy, so they will take out of that what they demand at that hour from you. Better do it in a more in a position which is more harmonious for you, rather than getting mugged, getting scammed, or losing your money on something which is not very healthy. So because of which I would say 12th house is your epicenter right now. So I would say that because Mercury is going to be transiting over here for kind of a long span of time. It is going to be turning retrograde as well. So during these 2 months, like if you get a chance, if there is any of the yoga center around your place or any of the meditation camp around your place, because like even I live in Vancouver, and I keep on seeing those flyers, those leaflets, meditation group starting every week or every Wednesday. We have this gathering or this spiritual kind of retreat or gathering. So if you get to know and your time allows you, so during this time taking interest in all these entities will be very elevating for you, because your ascendant lord will give you the best thrust or best push which you need. I still remember, guys, I'm just going astray from the main topic. It happened once, like out of the blue, I joined a chakra meditation camp back in India when I was there, and after the first day of doing all those all the chakra sound practice, the teacher told us that stay hydrated, and then you might have certain changes, do not be alarmed, and whatsoever you will experience, share with us the next day. And what happened when after doing that whole day camp, when I was like, I went to sleep very early in the morning following day, I felt like my eyes got open, and I felt like I'm little bit high on bed. So it's like my body is asleep, but I feel that I'm not on the bed, I'm little bit few inches above it. So I actually got scared, but because my body was asleep, so I immediately closed my eyes. And when I went to my teacher and I shared this experience with her, that this happened to me. So she asked me that could you see your body? I was like, I'm not that high level practitioner, but it is just a small experience I had. So she said it's a good sign, just keep on practicing. So I do not know, might be during that time my important planets were transiting from the 12th house. So that is what I'm saying, that it's an auspicious time. Try to make the best use out of it. And if on a material plane, if you're not operating in the 12th house domain, do some charities. Otherwise, so many planets are transiting from your 12th house, it might end up cutting your pocket in some other ways. Now guys, for all the Libra Lagna natives, so definitely guys, in your case, planets are becoming one after another very favorable for you. So because as you can see that your ascendant lord right now, Mars, and now very soon Mercury, all planets are in a dignified state transiting for you. And also guys, your Yoga Karaka planet, even Saturn is right now in a very graceful state in your 5th house. So I would say guys that try to make the best use out of it, because as you can see the kind of role which Mercury plays in your case. Mercury is your 9th house lord and it is your 12th house lord. So one thing is for sure, any of the concerns of the foreign land, of immigration, of visa, foreign university admission, making connections, or starting a new business in a foreign land, starting a new job in a foreign land, traveling to overseas during this time, all of that will prove to be very, very profitable for you. Like the way guys, we always say this thing, even I keep on meeting people here, like living in Canada, like there are those immigrants who come here, they immediately very easily adjust to new culture, new dynamics, new people. And there are those people who put their heart and soul, they even sell their ancestral property and everything to relocate to a foreign country, and they get so disappointed, so dejected, and they again move back to their native countries, home countries. So the point which I'm trying to say over here is that 11th house has got a lot of recreational aspect attached to it, lot of the friendliness attached to it, and right now in the 11th house other planets are also supporting you. So any of those aspiration of yours during this time will easily get fructified. And along with that guys, you will get the support of your friends and any of the domain of the 9th house or the 12th house, where we say that in any of your avenue where you need that a leap of faith or hand of destiny or divine to support you. So regarding all that front as well. Now this could be that you're about to start a new business, or you're going through lawsuit, any of the ongoing your aspiration, or during this time only you have to launch your company, you have to give any important performance. So I would say that regarding all that front, it's a very impressive time for the Libra Lagna natives. So all what I can say is that keep your social life active, be outdoors, interact with people, make yourself eligible and open towards new ideas, new business expansion model. And if your ongoing dashas are also running favorable, this transit will provide you the best support. Now guys, for all the Scorpio Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, although as you can see that Mercury is not a very favorable planet for you, but the kind of role which Mercury plays for you and the kind of like house it is going to be transiting, it will definitely be very supportive for you. Because guys, as I always say this thing, that Mercury acts like a multitasker, Mercury acts like a manager. So during this time, if you are already in a very high pressure job where you have to multitask, you have to deal with different departments, so you will be able to handle your job responsibility with complete perfection. You'll be able to make some very strong and good connections as well. The part over here is that guys, because Mercury in your case rules your 8th house as well. So challenges will come, but do not overlook the importance that Mercury also has got the rulership over your 11th house as well. So that means that the way you will behave in the face of any challenge, any criticism during this time, that will open up your door towards recognition, more opportunities, better position. So that is how Mercury is going to be operating right now. Definitely guys, if in your line of work, public speaking, debating, giving presentation, too much of the travel, if that is an integral part of your line of work, so this transit of Mercury in your 10th house will definitely benefit you. And also guys, because the way it's not only the Mercury, the way other planets are also behaving around it, your ascendant lord, Venus, very soon Sun, they all are going to be transiting from your 10th house. So during this time, if you are in that stage where you have to start something new, or you have to be in the public light, or you need the support from your bosses and all of that, so this is going to be a very favorable time for all of that. If your ongoing dashas are running favorable, this is a very auspicious transit for you. Now guys, for all the Sagittarius Lagna natives, so definitely guys, in your case, as you can see that Mercury has got the rulership over your like 7th house and the 10th house, and it is going to be transiting in your 9th house. So definitely guys, Mercury is transit in the 9th house. Although as per the Lal Kitab and so many other doctrines, it is not considered as very good, but I would say that because if in your line of work and during this time you get an opportunity to travel, or any of the concerns of immigration or visa, or if you are a teacher, you are a lecturer, you are a content creator, you are working in the fields of banking or law, this could be a favorable time for you. Like I would say that specifically in all those capacity where you are giving advice to people, you are giving consultation to people, or you're working as an independent consultant, this could be a favorable time for you. Because guys, as you can see that right now Saturn as well is transiting in your 3rd house, and Saturn's transit in the 3rd house is considered as very good for the entrepreneurs, for the freelance people, independent businesses and all. So I would say that I'm not seeing you guys any vulnerable, and specifically guys, because the 7th house lord in your case is going to the 9th house. So definitely any of the commercial opportunities will be very uplifting, and I would say that you will also get benefited during this time because of the support of your partner. Like if you are in a partnership business, or this could be within the matrimonial life as well, your partner's star will also help you, support you during this time. And also guys, if during this time you will undertake any of the travel, that will prove to be very profitable for sure for all the Sagittarius Lagna natives. Now guys, for all the Capricorn Lagna natives. So guys, in your case, as you can see that Mercury, although in your case plays a very important role, it has got the rulership over your 9th house, the most fortunate important house. But during transit, Mercury is going to be transiting from your 8th house. So guys, I always say this thing that Mercury's transit from the 8th house is always a energy of ambiguity, misinterpreted, getting confused, or you might be talking very insightful, but people are not able to comprehend it, or people are not on the same level. So my first advice to all the Capricorn Lagna is that do not speak from your intellectual or mental aptitude level. Talk from the level of your audience. You might be very intelligent, you might have good points, but if your audience do not resonate on the same level, it will not serve any purpose. Second thing is that guys, definitely because the way other planets are concentrated right now in your 8th house, if in your line of work like secret activities, covert activities, insurance, life and death, or other people's resources, travels, if all of that is getting qualified in your case, then this could be a beneficial time for you. But apart from that guys, because 6th house Lord's energy is also going in the 8th house, so that means that like during at your work front, the way things are going, do not try to complicate it more. Like if you're already going through some difficulties at work with your bosses, and you know that your boss do not like this kind of conduct, this kind of behavior out of you, so do not do that. It will make things more worse. Keep your communication as transparent as possible. And yes guys, on a emotional mental plane as well, it might stress you a little bit, but again guys, as you know that 8th house is the house of miracle. If your ongoing dashas are running favorable and you are in that line of work where sudden opportunities, sudden favors, if that is getting applicable in your case, then this could churn out some positive news for you as well. But at the end guys, only looking at the transit of the planets, my recommendation is that the way you communicate, the way you exchange greetings, or the way you vibe, or kind of deal with people, all of that has to be very transparent. That is one thing. And also guys, the way planets are behaving, this is also a typical yoga and energy where a lot many people get scammed. So also be very careful the kind of spam emails or messages you are getting and all. So if you get a call from a Nigerian prince, so be very careful. Okay guys, and after that is the Aquarius Lagna natives. So guys, in your case, as you can see that Mercury is a very important planet for you because of the rulership over your 5th house, and it is going to be transiting right now in your 7th house. So guys, one thing is for sure, because with the Aquarius Lagna natives, I met many Aquarius Lagna who are working as a scientist, as a researcher, or in any of those very erudite, genius, scientific profiles. And if you are in that line of work where you are awaiting any funding, any sponsorship for the project you are engaged in, this could be a very beneficial time for you. Also guys, because your 5th house Lord is going in the 7th house, so whether you are a student, it's a favorable time for you. For any of those freelance people, you are awaiting any sponsorship, support, investment and all, it's a very favorable time. Even for the people who are in romantic relationship and all, and you want to take your relationship to a next level, so regarding that as well, 5th house Lord energy going in the 7th house is a favorable time. Overall guys, because when we talk about the commercial aspect, any of the public speaking, giving presentation, or within the relationship, within with your partner as well, feeling that vibe of camaraderie, planning any vacation, surprising each other with gifts, making each other laugh and all, so it's a good time. So overall guys, I'm not saying you guys vulnerable, specifically pertaining to your commercial interest. If that is getting applicable in your case, it is going to be very favorable transit for all the Aquarius Lagna natives. Now guys, for all the Pisces Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Mercury has got the rulership over your 4th house and your 7th house, and it is going to be transiting in your 6th house. So guys, as you can see that even in the original Kalpurush Kundli, this is the house which belongs to Mercury in the form of the Virgo sign being over there. And the beauty of Mercury is that it is an intelligent planet, and it is so intelligent that no other planet, no other sign could give it exaltation other than Mercury in itself. So yes guys, for any of the important decision at your work front, this could be a very favorable favorable time for you. Like rather I would say that if you are in that line of work where you have to multitask a lot, you have to deal with different departments, or in any way there is a lot of travels which are involved in your line of work, so you will be able to flare good, you will be able to perform good. The only thing is that, guys, because when Mercury is in the Leo and Leo energy falling in your 6th house, when you deal with your juniors, subordinates, do not sound too pompous, do not sound like too bossy or too egoistic. That is one thing, because that is what the trait of Leo is. Apart from that, guys, and also because Mercury in your case has got the rulership over your 4th house as well. So one thing is for sure, guys, that during this time, if you want to get a loan sanctioned, you want money on credit, you will very easily get it. But again, it all comes down to your capacity to pay it back as well. In any of the interest terms, in any of those terms, you will get the money, but how you will pay it back. So be very cautious, be very careful around there. And definitely, guys, for all those people who are in any of the competitive field, you have to write any competitive exam or any of the concerns of performances during this time, you will be able to do good. So overall, guys, for the Pisces Lagna, it is going to be auspicious time. The only thing is that, guys, specifically in the matters of your relationship, over there you have to remain a little bit cautious or careful, because Saturn from the 12th house is also aspecting your 7th house lord in the 6th house. So it is not creating much of the confusion or problem. It's just like that you might be so much overwhelmed with your own complications, with your own kind of high demanding job or work pressure, that it might take a toll in your relationship. So over there only you have to be cautious and careful. But apart from that, guys, overall it's a very good time where your discriminatory intelligence, your negotiation skills, your debating power will definitely help you make some right set of choices which will lead you towards success. So yes, guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Dhanyavad.